The Loretta Young Show.
Hello. How often in life have you wondered just why certain things happen? And why to you? Oh, the good things we understand all right, but the bad things, well, that's a little more difficult. Our story tonight is a true one, and we tell it as it happened.
Henry, I think it's time you tried to walk. Now? Now. Roll up the bed, Louise.
Of course. This man's real name is Harry Hanners, but in our story, we call him Henry Roberts. This is his doctor, and this is his wife.
All right, just rest for a minute. It's going to hurt, Henry. You've just got to stand it.
Let me take your arm, dear.
All right. That's it. Now try to take a step. That's it.
Okay?
Good. Good.
That's wonderful. That's good, honey.
Oh, yes, you can. Come on now. Let's try it again.
I can't.
All right.
Take it easy. You know, believe it or not, it was very good for a first time. You're going to have to practice how to walk all over again, Henry. Louise will help you. Just a few steps at a time every day. But every day. It'll come back. But slowly, but it will come back.
Louise, my pills.
It's not quite time yet, dear. But it will be pretty soon. Take another swallow.
Oh, Doc. Gotta leave another prescription.
Henry, you know, this meperidine hydrochloride's a morphine derivative. Louise can tell you about it if she hasn't already. So you go easy on it. You take it only when it's absolutely necessary.
That's always, Doc. This pain never lets up.
Compared to what you've been through already, your troubles are almost over.
I hope so. God, I hope so. For her sake, too.
I'll be right back. It's just a few more minutes. Can you hold on?
You just got to learn patience.
He's trying, Doctor. There's one thing I do want to ask you about.
Yes?
He will walk again, won't he?
I think he will.
Because I think that's what's bothering him more than the pain, even.
Oh?
Well, if you can understand that. I mean, 7 operations and months in traction, all that agonizing pain. If he had to spend the rest of his life in a wheelchair after all that, well, I think it would drive him crazy.
Now, Louise, you know as well as I do that up to a few years ago, any man with tuberculosis of the spine would have been lucky if he could have sat up in a wheelchair the rest of his life.
I know that.
Now, these new surgical techniques are almost miraculous.
Of course, there is one good thing. He keeps talking about going back to work, teaching.
Well, that's fine. That is a good sign. You just keep him talking about that, and I'll see you tomorrow.
All right. And thanks again, Doctor.
Louise!
Yes, dear, I'm coming.
Louise, I got it. I can't stand this pain. I got her the pill. Now.
All right, honey, all right. It's almost time.
Mom, we're home! Mom, can we come in and see Dad?
Stop that yelling!
In just a minute, kids. I'll be right with you. Honey, They don't mean to yell. It's just that they're so excited about seeing you the first thing they get home from school.
I know.
You've been away from us so long.
I know. Louise, I gotta have another pill. Not gonna get any relief. One pill. Please.
Oh, honey, you heard what the doctor said.
Yes, I heard what the doctor said. Yes, and he said when it's absolutely necessary. It's absolutely necessary. Now.
All right, all right. We'll try 2 this time.
Nothing like having my own private nurse.
That's right, not too fast. That's good. You didn't even make my hands. All right, now turn around. Stand right there. Now, wait till I get back there, all right? Now, come on, try again. Very good, dear. What is it?
I don't know. I don't know who's killing it. Well, I can't stand it.
Mom! Mom! Mom!
I'll be right back.
Mom!
All right,
I'm
honey.
scared. What was that noise?
Honey, it's all right. Daddy just had a bad dream, that's all. There's nothing to be frightened of, sweetheart. Now, come on, stop crying, okay? That's a good girl. All right, now, come on, let's go back to bed, huh?
Never try it. Never try that again. Going to sleep without taking my pill. Told you it wouldn't work.
It's worth a try.
I can't get through the night without him. I don't want to scare the kids half to death.
Henry, be sure that's not just another excuse to take more pills.
Oh, please don't start that again. It's just temporary.
Temporary till when?
Well, till I get my degree.
You know, at first you said it was just temporary until you were able to walk again, and then it was just temporary until you got back to teaching again, and now it's just temporary until you finish your studies for your master's degree. Henry, please stop making excuses.
Louise, I tell you, when that pain starts, it crackles down my back.
Henry, it isn't your back anymore. Not anymore. You've just talked yourself into that. Oh, darling, listen to me. I am a registered nurse. I can see all the signs of addiction.
You're exaggerating.
Oh, I wish I were. Now, let me explain something to you. These pills don't dull the brain. That's why they don't affect your teaching. But eventually they just do terrible things to your nervous system. Just terrible.
Addiction?
Yes, addiction. Now, let's be honest and call it that. Look, those pills are habit forming. And it's going to take a great deal of willpower to break that habit. Henry.
What do you want me to do?
I want you to take a leave of absence from school. I want you to give yourself up for a voluntary tour at the hospital at Lexington.
Louise, you can't be serious.
I've never been more serious.
But I can give up those pills as soon as I feel a little bit better.
Darling, stop fooling yourself. You'll never feel better until you stop taking those pills.
But a leave of absence? What about the school and then the money? We're so much in debt now, we'll never get out.
It doesn't matter. Nothing matters. This way we're headed for disaster, Henry.
No, honey, no. It's out of the question.
Please, Henry, please, I'm begging you. Please listen to me.
Louise, go to bed.
No, Henry, I will not. Now, I told you before I wouldn't give you another prescription, and I meant it.
Please, Doc, just one more, please.
No, the longer you stay on drugs, the more apt you are to become an incurable slave to them. Does Louise know you've come down here for another prescription?
No, I didn't tell her I was coming here.
Listen to me, Henry. I want to help you. That's why I'm turning you down. I know what you've been through, but you've got to break the habit.
All right, Doc, okay. Thanks anyway. I can't seem to concentrate.
I think you're trying to do too much, Henry.
Don't nag at me, Louise. Please, not now.
Master's degree can wait, you know. You have plenty of time for that later.
I've wasted enough years as it is. Don't you think? In hospital beds?
At last.
You finished your homework, honey?
Yeah.
That's good. Good
Night, Mom.
Good night. And listen, remember, don't wake up the girls.
Okay. Night, Dad.
Good night, son. Good night. Good night. Dennis! You clumsy little ox! Do you have to be so stupid?
He hates me, Mom. He just hates me.
Oh, honey, of course he doesn't hear. It isn't that at all. It's just that Daddy's terribly nervous and terribly tired. Now, don't worry about it. I'll tell you what, you just say a little extra prayer for him, will you, dear?
Okay.
You're a good boy, and go right to bed, will you?
Sure.
I'm sorry, Louise. I'm sorry about that.
Yes, so am I.
All right, I'll go in and apologize to Dennis.
No, wait. I've got to talk to you.
Not now, Louise.
Now, right now, Henry. Sit down, please.
All right.
Look, I've reasoned with you, I've pleaded with you, I've even nagged you, as you reminded me in there just now. And none of it has done any good. I can't seem to reach you. Or if I do reach you, you forget it by taking more pills.
Look, Louise.
No, now just a minute. You have got to listen to me. We cannot go on this way. The girls are afraid of you, actually afraid of you, and Dennis, that poor child, thinks you hate him. You are breaking his heart.
I've been as bad as all.
Yes, Henry, you have.
God.
Now, I don't know where all these pills are coming from, but time after time you told me that you're through with him, and then you always seem to have another bottle of them. I know you're not getting them with Dr. Delaney because I asked him. Henry, I've seen drug addicts. Do you know what they do to get money to buy it? They lie, they cheat, they steal, they even kill. They're the absolute dregs of society. Now just think of yourself. You're a decent, self-respecting high school teacher. You're a hard-working member of our church. You're a responsible citizen. Now, if you won't think of the children or of me, then for heaven's sake, think of yourself. Don't throw all that away, Henry.
You just give me a little more time.
I can't.
Just be more patient.
I cannot do that. I'm afraid I've been too patient already for too long. It hasn't helped you, and it hasn't helped the children. Now, I asked you to give yourself up for a voluntary cure at Lexington, but you wouldn't. There is only one thing left for me to do. If you don't start to try to cure yourself right now, I'm going to leave you.
Louise, you don't mean that.
Yes, I do mean it, Henry. I'll leave you and I'll take the kids with me.
Oh, God. Oh, God, no. No.
I will, Henry. So help me, I will.
Louise. I can't go through anything without you and the kids. I can't. I can't lose you.
All right. Then try to give up those pills. That's all I ask. Just try.
You help me.
Darling, of course I'll help you. Of course I will. You know that.
All right. All right. All right. My prescriptions. Tear them up.
So many of them.
16. I've been hoarding.
Where did you get them?
A lot of different doctors, mostly. Of course, each one of them thought he was the only one.
Oh.
I've a lot more than these. Each time I had a prescription filled, I went to a different pharmacy. Now, this is it. Go on, Louise. Tear them up before I change my mind.
We'll just get rid of these two, all right? Yes.
Hope I can do it. God, I hope I can do it.
Darling, you can do it. You can. You will. I'll help you all I can. I'll never leave you for 1 second. You can, Henry. I know you can. We'll get this thing together, darling. We will. I know we will. My dear Socrates, I have nothing to say. And Socrates, then let it be, Credo. And let us do in this way, since in this way God is leading us.
The night is over.
Yes. Yes, it's over.
Did I ever get through it?
Darling, I don't know. But you did. That's the important thing. Just take one day at a time, darling. And one night at a time.
I'm so exhausted.
I know you are. I know you are. Thank you, God, for getting us through this night. Give us the strength to get through today. Just one day at a time. One more day. A week, a month, 2 months. News for you. There. That's 3 whole months. We made it.
Hey, what's going on?
Big news.
Dad was made faculty advisor.
Cause for celebration.
Great. Where is Dad?
Well, he hasn't come home yet, honey.
Maybe the principal kept Dad after school.
Oh, big joke.
Come on, Aunt.
Hello? Yes, this is Miss Roberts. Yes, he's my husband. Why? What's happened? Oh, no. Yes. Yes, I'll be right down.
Sit down, Miss Roberts.
Thank you.
My partner and I arrested him this afternoon outside the high school where he teaches.
Oh.
He's charged with fraudulently procuring narcotic drugs. You see, we've been doing a spot check of all the pharmacy records in the county, and we found too many prescriptions in too many pharmacies from too many different doctors, all for the same person, your husband.
Yes, but, Sergeant, you don't understand. You see, well, that was 3 months ago. He's cured now. He cured himself.
Yes, I realize that, but unfortunately, the law doesn't make any allowances. You can see your husband now. All right. Louise.
Are you all right? Are you?
Now they arrest me.
Oh, don't think about it. Don't even think about that. Now, I'll get a lawyer.
No,
He'll
Louise,
explain the
don't.
whole thing to them and...
No. We have enough debts already. I've thought this all out. I'm going to plead guilty. I'll get a year, maybe less, if I'm lucky.
Oh,
The news of this is going to be awful when it comes out. I'll lose my job. No school board in the country will ever hire me.
but...
Now, look, here's what I want you to do. I want you to take the kids, and I want you to move away.
No, I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to do that at all. We're not going into hiding. We're a family. And we're always going to be a family. Nothing is going to stop us.
I'm sorry, Louise. I'm so sorry.
When I think of all the prayers and all the torturous hours of agony, he promised to cure himself, Doctor, and he did. He cured himself. And now this is just so unjust. Why doesn't God help us? Why doesn't he help us?
He will, Louise, he will. How many times have I told you, God writes straight with crooked lines.
But I...
What you've got to do is pray for patience and trust.
We'll be glad to know that Denny made the first train. Oh, and Susie's report card arrived, and it's just so terrible. I'm not even going to mention it to you. Honey, what are they looking at?
Darling, kids always get a big kick out of seeing teachers girl.
What do you mean?
Remember I wrote you I had something to tell you.
Yes?
You see, these kids are mostly teenagers and mostly addicts. And very few of them ever finish school. Darling, I got to thinking, there are a lot of students here, and I'm a teacher.
You're teaching school here?
Why not? Keeps them busy, keeps my mind off myself. We got permission from the warden.
Oh, Henry, I'm so proud of you.
Fellas, in this class, we're going to take up basic algebra. If we're lucky, we'll get to plane geometry. I imagine some of you in this class know a lot more Spanish than I do. Well, fellas, I guess we won't be having any more of these classes because today is my last day. But I want you to know that I'll miss every last one of you.
Mrs. Roberts, we wanted you to be in on this meeting. Mr. Roberts, this school that you started here has created a lot of interest.
And for what way do you mean?
Well, 4 of the boys went back to high school after they got out of here. Another boy, who was supposed to be an incorrigible, has started his own business and doing very well.
It's really remarkable.
We've checked the records, talked to the PTAs and civic groups. Now, we're offering you a job, Mr. Roberts.
Job? Doing what?
Teaching.
Teaching where?
Here in the county jail.
But Henry's getting out of jail, isn't he?
Oh, yes, Mrs. Roberts, of course. Henry, we're offering you a regular job to teach in the only school of its kind, in an American county jail.
A job teaching. Where it'll do the most good, and where it's needed the most. Louise, what do you think? Should I take it?
Well, of course you'll take it.
I'm afraid it won't pay very much, not at first. But if you will have a little patience, that will work out too.
Patience. He does write straight with crooked lines.
What, dear?
Well, it was something that Reverend Matthew said to me, and, never mind, I'll tell you later. May we go now?
May we?
Of course. Congratulations.
Well, thank you.
Thank you, Warden. Thank you very much. Goodbye, Mrs.
Thank you.
Goodbye, good luck.
God never shuts a door, but he opens another. Well, good night. And we'll see you next week.